is it just me? Is it just me, or attractive women are crazy? Attractive women are crazy. Don't say it's not true. You guys all know that one crazy girl. Come on, you know which girl I'm talking about. Don't deny it. You know what I'm talking about. We all know that one girl you've been trying to smash for months. That one girl that's completely delusional, bonkers. And you've been feeding her lies for months. You know what I'm talking about. That girl. You know what girl I'm talking about. Right now, you know exactly which girl I'm talking about. I'm talking about that one crazy girl. Mentally ill. Completely unstable. But extremely attractive. But you know how the saying goes. The prettier they are, the crazier they are. Why are attractive women mentally ill? Why are they mentally ill? I want to change that sentence. Forget about the word attractive. In the big 2025, it should be, why are women mentally ill? And I'll tell you why. I will tell you why in this video. The reason why is because women are insulated from reality. And the more attractive they are, the more insulated they are. Women value other attractive women because they know inherently, if they're in a group with attractive women, they will get special treatment from males that are seeking sexual gratification. It's actually pretty simple, you know? I don't understand why so many people seem to struggle with this concept. The answer is they've never been told the truth in their life. They've never been held accountable in their life. Everybody's fighting for access and lying to this person and not telling them the truth because they want to get this person's attention. Men aren't stupid. They know that if they tell her what she wants to hear, the odds of them getting sexual access to her increase dramatically. Men know that women want to hear a certain thing. They want to hear what they already believe. And men know that if they tell them the contrary, they will be eliminated from the dating pool. They know that if they go up to a girl who's an artist and her art is horrible, but she's extremely attractive, and they tell her this art is horrible, it's a disaster, you have no talent, the female will get upset and they will be eliminated from the dating pool. Their opportunity to possibly have sex with her will be eliminated. So instead of them telling her the truth, they lied to her. They gas her up. They tell her, oh man, your art is it's exquisite. Your art is spectacular. Wow, I've never seen art like this. And after a while of this female being gassed up by every single man that she encounters, she gets a false sense of security. She starts to believe the hype. After a while, I mean, some of these women have been hyped up their entire lives, never been told the truth by not one single individual. So they begin to believe the hype and they begin to become arrogant. Any person who dares tell them the truth will be met with extreme wrath, extreme retribution. And this is because most people build their identity off of the perception that they get from other people around them. But if every single person you've encountered gives you this false idea that you are spectacular, that you are unique, that you are exceptionally talented, then you will become irritated when somebody tells you the opposite. You'll think that they're lying, even though that person might be actually telling you the truth. You will not want to believe them. It will seem like hate to you because that's the first person that's ever actually told you the truth. And it's unfortunate, this situation, you know? It's unfortunate because these people, these extremely attractive females, they're not allowed to build their own personality. This is the reason why a lot of the times when you find an attractive person, both female and male, but more so for females, they'll have absolutely no personality whatsoever, no hobbies, no real talents, nothing. Their only talent is looking attractive. It's sad, but these people become an empty shell, right? They become an empty shell of a person who never develops a real character, never goes through any struggle, never has a full story arc, because as soon as they went through puberty and people noticed that they were attractive, they were instantly put on a pedestal. This is the reason why I keep telling my friends and people I meet that any girl who's attractive can become a multimillionaire. She can become a famous singer. She can become a famous YouTuber. She can become a famous artist. She can basically do whatever she wants. If you're attractive and you're a female, you can essentially do whatever you want. Nobody's gonna stop you. Nobody's gonna stop you. Nobody's gonna challenge you. It's almost like being a celebrity, man. When you're an attractive female, especially if you're really attractive, and you're on social media and you're a female, it's literally like being a celebrity. You get the same attention that an A-tier list male celebrity would get. People are sliding in your DMs. Everybody wants to talk to you. You get invited to parties. You get invited to events. You get free stuff. You get money. So imagine what that does to your psyche. Imagine how that affects you psychologically. We've all seen these child actors. We've all seen child actors that when they were young, they were put on a pedestal. They were given everything they wanted. And how did they turn out as adults? When you're put on a pedestal for absolutely no reason, it's hard for you to become a well-rounded person. How? How are you going to become a well-rounded person? You've never been put through adversity. You've never been challenged. You've never had to struggle. Everything you ever wanted was given to you instantly. In part, it's not fair to the person either, right? It's not fair to this person who, without requesting it, without soliciting it, without doing anything in particular, just being born and looking a certain way, we don't think about the pressure that is put on a person when they are attractive. They are forced essentially by society to maintain an appearance. Then the more I think about it, I don't even know why I'm making this video because it's not going to change. You can't change human nature. Attractive people, attractive females have always been given a free pass. Me making this video is not going to change it. I think more than anything, making this video is to help you as a young man navigate this world. If you run into an attractive female who's insulated from reality and you push back, because as a man, the responsibility really lies with you. Women can afford to live. They can afford to live in a fantasy world, but as a man, you're not really afforded that luxury. So if you're a man and you meet an attractive woman, you should challenge her. You should challenge her. I promise you, you're better off challenging her, getting rejected, and moving on to the next person than falling into her delusion, propping up the fantasy world that she's living in, settling down with this person, and then realizing that you're in a situation where you can't actually be objective, a situation where you can't actually speak your mind because this person is so off the reservation that any challenge to their identity that they've built over the years, built on delusions, will cause them to have a full crash out. And it's sad. We've all met the guy. We've all met the guy who is married to some girl and he just lets her run roughshod. He's just doing whatever she wants. She's partying. She's drinking. She's not taking care of their kids. He's going out and hang out with other dudes. She's doing all kinds of stuff and he cannot say anything about it at all. We've all met the guy who meets some girl, dating some chick who has some hobby. She's a singer. She's horrible at singing. But now since he told her she's such a great singer, she's expecting him to front money for her singing career. We've all met the guy who gets dragged from art show to art show for mediocre art. We've all met that guy. We call those guys simps. We call those guys simps for good reason, because those guys are part of the problem. They're the guys that are propping up these women, propping up the delusion, allowing them to do whatever they want in society. It goes back to something I heard, It goes back to something I heard from Asmongold of all people. Hoflation is off the charts. That's why I said in the beginning of this video, let's forget about the term attractive women, because at this point in society, men have become so desperate that it's not even attractive women anymore. It's like any woman. If you're a woman and you're on the internet, you're automatically put on a pedestal. Somebody's going to put you on a pedestal because there's so many desperate men, so many men with low self-esteem that they're willing to put any person, no matter how delusional, how insane, how unhinged that person is, they're willing to put that person on a pedestal. It's sad. So this video might not even be about women. This video might be about how delusional men are, how manipulative men have been in the past to the point where we've made attractive women this delusional. Because like I said in the beginning, men aren't stupid. Men know that if they find an attractive woman and they just tell her what she wants to hear, their chances of getting laid go up tremendously. But at the same time, their chances of damaging that woman's psychological welfare go up tremendously as well. Because now she's going to go on to the next guy after he leaves her, thinking that she's exceptional. And the worst part about it is that next guy is probably going to lie to her just like the other guy and tell her that she is exceptional. When is enough enough? At what point will men actually start being honest with women? Are you that desperate that you're willing to put away your morals, your standards, your integrity just to try to get laid? You've ruined society. Every female thinks she's a 10. The females that are 5s think they're a 10. The females that are 6s think they're a 10. Every female thinks she's a 10. And it's not because females are inherently delusional. It's because you've made them delusional, because you're delusional. You're manipulative and you're delusional. And the reason I say you're delusional is because most of you don't even get the girl. Most of you don't even get the girl. You just gassed up this girl for the past 6 months and you didn't even get the girl. That's what the craziest part about this is. You're like a gas station for these girls. You're gassing up their ego. You're gassing up their ego and you're not getting anything in return at all. All you're doing is propping up a girl who's a 5, making her think she's a 10, so she can go on to the next guy, get another free ego boost, and keep it pushing, living in a world of delusion. You're just as delusional as the girl you've gassed up for the past 6 months for no reason. That girl you've been lying to, you're doing her a disservice. And I get it, man. I get it. I'm a man. I get it. You want to get laid. But at what cost? At what cost? You're willing to sacrifice everything. You're willing to sacrifice your integrity, reality, money, whatever it takes. That's sad. But it's the truth. We need to do better. And I just had to get this off my chest. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with what I said in this video, and I'll catch you guys later. And also remember, I stream every single day, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. I'll catch you later.